Hey guys, it's Bailey. Welcome back to the channel and thanks so much for tuning in. Today's video is going to be it's really less of a review and more like a how I wear it, featuring the Sunday Riley the Influencer Foundation. I say that because I've talked about this in favorites videos, so it's no secret that I really like this, but a comment that I've gotten more than a few times is that people are surprised I like it. Not that just that I like it, but that it's a favorite, because there have been so many reviews out there where it hasn't worked out for them. And so I figure a review is probably less useful than just me walking you through exactly what I do to apply this to make it work for me. I guess I didn't feel like I had to put a whole lot of effort into getting this to work for me, but there are a couple of tips and tricks I guess I have after wearing it over the course of multiple months, because, you know, especially as the weather's changing, I have noticed that sometimes the texture or the shininess will vary, but for the most part, the routine that I'm about to show you makes this foundation pretty long wearing for me throughout the day. So I figured I would share it, especially if you've already purchased it and it's not working out for you, or if you're interested in purchasing it and you're just really on the fence or shying away because of some of the negative experiences you're seeing out there. And not that everyone should like it, I just thought I'd give some tips in case you are looking for a medium to full coverage, natural looking foundation with a healthy, dewy, glowy finish for the summer. That's what I've been loving it for. So to the extent that you have been wanting to try it for that but are scared about making it work, I figured this might be useful. And if not, it'll just get added to the bin of products that I like that not a whole lot of other people do, which I actually did a video on recently if you want to go check it out. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so first I want to start with skincare, because regardless of what product you're wearing foundation wise, the base that you have on underneath for your skin is going to impact how that wears. And I specifically noticed a difference in the combination of products that I wear underneath this foundation. So here's what I have found has worked. I'll cleanse my skin and then I'll go in with my treatment. It's my Serum a Day serum from Drunk Elephant. I actually bought the full size of all the products that came in the acid trip kit, including what I then follow up with, which is the Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. A surprising product, I feel like, for me to wear, because I do have combo skin, and to me, you know, I still have to get over that mental hurdle of putting oil on combination or already oily skin, but it just helps ensure that my skin doesn't produce excessive oil throughout the day. It balances it before it even has a chance to get there. So I'll apply that, and I've noticed that when I don't apply this, my skin will get patchy, and then I will notice that the foundation will cling to those patches, especially around my cheek area. So the oil for me is a must, and then finally I follow it up with the sunscreen that I've been loving. This is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 40, and so those are the three products that I use every morning, and what I have been using when I've experienced good wear with this foundation. So now, going in with the foundation itself, I will put 1.5, sometimes 2 pumps on the back of my hand, depending on the coverage I want, starting with 1.5 today, just so you can see what kind of coverage that gives. And you can see just right there how well it's covered up that little bit of redness just with a light layer over top. It's part of why I love this foundation as much as I do. So now, because I have a few more breakouts, especially over here around my hairline, than I normally would, I have added an extra half pump, and I'm just going in and patting that in more so on this side of my face. So now that that's on with the coverage to my liking, I will go in and conceal. And recently I have lightened up my concealer, not in terms of shade, but in terms of coverage. Typically I have been a huge fan of the Estee Lauder Double Wear Waterproof All Day Extreme Wear Concealer. Mine is in the shade 1C. It is a flawless coverage, but it is a little bit heavier, and to match kind of the lighter dewy coverage of this foundation, I've been going in with the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Concealer. So I just put a few clicks of that up and then apply it directly to my under eye area, just like I do with the Estee Lauder. Then I will go in and blend that with my fingers, and then use whatever is left on my fingers to blend out across the rest of my face. And oddly enough, they don't print the shade on the concealer itself, so I can't tell you what shade I am, unfortunately. Then, to make sure all of that sets and stays in place throughout the day, I do go in with a setting powder, especially as the weather is warming up on my combo skin. It just ensures that I don't have makeup meltdown halfway through the day. The powder that I like to use to maintain that glow especially, but also just across any foundation pretty much, I really like the Lancômes Absolue Radiant Smoothing Powder in the shade Absolute Pêche. And so I'll just go in with that everywhere around my face, even my under eye area, just to make sure that doesn't budge. Alright, so here I have my finished makeup look. To give you an idea of what I applied over top, especially on the rest of my face, the Butter collection, I use the blush, bronzer, and this highlight down here from it. Then on the eyes, I'm wearing a CYO metallic eye stick in the shade Sweeping Statement, and then one of the metallic eyeshadows, Crush on Metal. I can't tell if the shade is Crush on Metal or if the shade is Cooey. C-O-O-E-E-Y. No idea, but I'm wearing that, and then on top of it, I'm wearing a glitter from Texas House of Glitters. I'll have a quick 60-second review of this coming up shortly if it's not already out, and I'm wearing this bronzy shade here from the bottom corner. I followed that up with some mascara. This is the Butter London Stroke of Wow Volumizing Mascara, and then on the lips, I applied a CoverGirl Melting Pout Matte, and this is in the shade Coral Chronicles, which I feel like is a little bit more muted than a coral, I would say, but either way, it's a nice blush that I thought complemented a somewhat bolder, sparkly eye. So that is how I like to apply and wear my Sunday Riley the Influencer foundation. I hope this helped a lot of you guys out if you either purchased it and are having issues with it, or if you're thinking about purchasing it but you're just a little scared away by the negative reviews out there. Give it a try, go get a little bit of sample, and my best recommendation is just to make sure your skin is primed so that you smooth out texture as much as possible, and then make sure and set it with a setting powder, especially if you have combo and oily skin like me. With that, I find it is a gorgeous medium to full coverage, natural looking dewy foundation that I've just been loving for the summer. So again, hope this video helped you guys out. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Besides that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.